I can't believe I am actually seeing this at this point in time, guys. I was just screaming. I mean, is this even real? I thought this was fake, but it's actually legit, guys. From Whale Chart, Justin, Vitalik Buterin says XRP is completely centralized. Ripple CTO reacts, saying Vitalik doesn't understand, right? This is crazy. So while the world is on the verge of collapse, while the Ripple case is about to conclude, all we are seeing is out of the blue, out of sudden, guys, I'm literally about to faint. Why all of a sudden, all we're seeing is FUD, uncertainty, and doubt, right? All these people are attacking XRP. I don't understand. At this exact point in time, just a week or two ago, I stated, why is there FUD all of a sudden? And from then to now, it seems like more people are starting to attack XRP. But why? All of a sudden, when Japan is about to collapse, when Japan will use XRP by 2025, all we're seeing, a lot of these quote-unquote important people in the crypto industry are starting to attack what? XRP Ripple. I don't understand this, guys. Well, we do. They definitely want you out. So, listen to this quickly from Vitalik, guys.
The only qualification to be able to call yourself part of the crypto space and not have people complain is to just like somehow use cryptography and to have some kind of chained data structure somewhere. Like those are literally the qualifications. Like you don't even need decentralization, right? Like I forget, has IOTA even gotten rid of their coordinator yet? I forget now.
No,
right?
the answer is no.
Right. Like XRP, right? Like, you know, they're like still completely centralized and, but, you know, at the same time, they are, you know, on CoinMarketCap and, you know, still, I think, haven't apologized for writing documents into the to the U.S. government, basically saying that they should be favored over Bitcoin and Ethereum because Bitcoin and Ethereum are China controlled. I think that there should be a way to talk about Ethereum that doesn't implicitly, you know, lend credence to the, you know, the Lunas and the XRPs and the IOTAs and the Bitcoin Satoshis visions of the world, but that still does leave room for kind of valuing the good and the honorable things that are happening in other ecosystems, right?
I don't, guys, I don't even feel sorry anymore for Ethereum. I can't wait till, or when the Grim Reaper takes Ethereum out, Bitcoin out, right? Bitcoin will come back, by the way, Ethereum will not. I mean, Ethereum has to go. What's happening with ETHgate, guys? Now, all this time, and he still doesn't understand, or is pretending not to understand, that Ripple is a company and XRP is a digital asset. He thinks XRP can say things. Guys, I'm done. Okay, so I've come to the conclusion. Listen to this, guys. I've come to a conclusion about what's happening with Jim Cramer, Vitalik, all these people that are attacking XRP and Ripple, right? Listen to this. It's that these people have sold themselves out. It's that simple, right? Whoever's controlling these puppets is pushing the narrative that there needs to be an opposing side. Like we talked about every time, guys, there needs to be two sides to the story, right? The good and the bad. People have to choose. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing in this exact situation. I'm not making any of this stuff up, guys. I think I'm going crazy. From Johnny Deaton, quote, XRP has not apologized for claiming that Bitcoin and Ethereum are Chinese controlled, end quotes from Vitalik Buterin. I'm an Ethereum holder. I've said Vitalik would be on crypto's Mount Rushmore, so I'm no hater. This is intentional nonsense, and even if you love Vitalik, you know it's true. Guys, they're 100% are Chinese controlled, right? This is how I know for a fact that they are. Ethereum pumped heavily, Bitcoin did as well. The whole ecosystem, except what? XRP, XLM. A few of these coins, right, that weren't propped up by Tether. It's because USDT was flowing into Bitcoin and Ethereum. All those shady and corrupt projects, guys. I'm not making any of this stuff up. Go look at the charts, right? You'll see in the damn pudding. Vitalik said, quote, XRP lost its right to protection, end quote. Now he says that XRP hasn't apologized. How the hell does a piece of software code lose protection or apologize, right? None of this makes sense. We're living in a clown world, guys. This is how I know they have been sold. I mean, they have been bought, right? At this point in time, whatever they're talking, it's all someone else's ideas and narrative push, to say the least. When he says XRP lost its right to protection, he is implying that individual holders deserve no protection. Now, I don't care if you adore Vitalik. But this is inexcusable, and it shows a complete lack of emotional maturity, right? He can say anything he wants about Ripple, David Schwartz, Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson. They can speak for themselves. I don't have to say. So yeah, I mean, at least we see what the XRP community showing up, right? Guys, now I 100% don't care what happens with Ethereum, Bitcoin, and all of these useless coins, guys, right? But for those of us who own Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, etc., have fought against tribalism and who believe in more than one token or platform having the face of Ethereum indicate holders of XRP, while at the same time say Sam Bankman fraud deserves love, makes one question his character, right? Because he's been bought, guys. It's so simple. It's so simple. We cracked the code. Now, and it's funny because this is all happening right before the Ripple case concludes, possibly, and we see the collapse taking place because they want you out. From Walshy Silver, Elon Musk definitely replied, listen to this, this is crazy. Soft landing is not really going to be an option. The Fed is moving historically fast to tame inflation. Okay, this is 2022. This line right here, the red line. Every other color, guy, every other colors in the previous years. 2022 has been the fastest, guys, right? The trajectory going upwards. Raising interest rates, if I'm not mistaken, right there, months after first rate hike. So this is absolutely crazy, right? Is there going to be what's a soft landing? Possibly not, because from Elon Musk, he said this. Wow, worse than 99, right? So we got 2008 took place, but what was worse than 2008? The dot-com era, right? What's worse than that? 1929. If it's going to be worse than 99, we know what's upcoming. Great Depression 2.0, if not worse, guys. I'm ready. At this point, I'm ready. Just let it collapse, guys. I don't have time for this, right? We don't have time for this because everyone's starting to attack XRP. And here we go, guys. The Japanese central bank has lost control. If rates rise to 3% yield, 100% of the Japanese budget goes to paying interest on their debt. Is the market predicting a Japan default? Massive devaluation? Italy, Greece, and EU next, right? A ripple effect. If you go down here, none of us own enough silver and gold for what is coming. Just my opinion. Plus copper, lithium, nickel, and all of the battery commodity metals own hard assets, right? So basically, you guys might want to do some research on gold, silver, these other commodity metals, guys. Why? Because if the collapse is inbound here very shortly, those are going to be hedges to what's happening at that point in time, right? Everything's going to collapse, guys. I believe the Dow Jones is going to go to what? 4 digits, if not 3, right? Super simple and super easy. Low 4 digits, guys. Now, listen to this though. That XRP is a part of this, in my humble opinion, guys, right? It's in the same basket. It's going to be a hedge towards the incoming collapse. When they bring in the new system, we go up and never stop. And overnight, that's when I believe overnight will take place, guys, right? This is not financial advice, but listen to this. Top Japan banks and Bank of Japan to begin trials of digital yen by spring 2023. Again, this is happening while they're about to test trials, right? They already have been doing this, guys, a long time ago. The Bank of Japan is working with the country's top 3 banks and regional financial institutions to launch trial transactions of a digital yen this spring, right? Exactly. So we're living through an economic crisis as we speak. Inflation through the roof. All this is happening because this is a transition, guys, towards a new system, right? They need these CBDCs. During the 2-year central bank digital currency CBDC pilot program, the Bank of Japan will work with private sector banks to test deposits and withdrawals from accounts and check whether the currency can work without internet access in an emergency. Wow, without internet access? Guys, that's very beautiful. Why? Because I remember XPOP. I did a little bit of research, guys, and with XPOP, you could buy things, right, when things are offline. I forgot the exact wording they use, guys, or the term, but it's very interesting. It's a very interesting technology, to say the least. I'm not sure if it correlates with this, but depending on the results of the trial, it will decide whether to go ahead with a digital currency as early 2026. Again, if a crisis hits, they're going to be the next day, guys. They could come up with it the next day because everything has been done ahead of time, right? There's so much more we could read, but we'll probably save this for another day. Why? Because SBI CEO, every bank in Japan will use Ripple's XRP by 2025, right? Exactly, guys. Ripple's XRP token currently bears further uplifting news as SBI, which is a Ripple enthusiast, has planned to have a few banks in Japan and utilize the token by 2025. This is happening by 2026, and then this is 2025. Do we see how it's all at the same time? I guess people can't see. I just can't believe my eyes that this is actually all happening, guys. This is how we know XRP has been chosen from a long time ago. From Brad Garlinghouse, this 100%. For months, Gary Gensler claimed to have authority over crypto and warned about self-dealing at their exchanges. Why didn't he investigate FTX? Right, exactly. It's ridiculous and frankly shameful that Chair Gensler was touting the SEC's enforcement actions as the cop on the beat, yet, per public reports, met with Sam Bankman-Fried multiple times, but was caught completely flat-footed when the alleged fraud finally came to light. Wow, right? These people have all been bought off, guys. It's so simple. This is all pushing the same narrative and agenda. We need regulations while this is all happening. Come on. Parties filed joint motion for an extension of time until January 13th, 2023. So people are talking about no settlement anytime soon. See you in April, March, right? Again, like I said before, guys, if it doesn't happen by March 2023, I believe it will take place by end of 24 to 25. So we must hope and pray it happens then, right? But possibly it happens very shortly. Why? Because what's happening with the Hinman docs, right? Emails from Johnny Deaton. There's a protective order in place between the parties. When one side marks something confidential, the other side cannot disclose or release them. If you do, you're in violation of the court's protective order. We see them if the SEC agrees or the court orders them unsealed. Wow. So we'll see, guys, right? How long this will truly take. Will this even come out, right? The truth will come forth into the light, guys, at the end of the day. So we'll have to wait and see. Not financial advice. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this amazing day, guys. See ya.